What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Brian Tran, and this is my story from going from broke to multi-millionaire at the age of 30. So look, why am I sharing this with you guys? It's not to brag, because at the end of the day, it doesn't help me and it doesn't help you. But really, I want to share with you guys my story because I didn't come from money. I don't have a trust fund. This is built, not bought. And at the end of the day, if I can do it, you can too. And my way of giving back to the world is sharing my story, sharing my knowledge so that I can help the next generation or even help the person who really needs it and just doesn't know where to start. Because at the end of the day, I know that your life can change with just one quick mindset or just having one person believe in you, and that person hopefully is me. And I want to see you do very well. So let's get into it. I want to take you guys back to my beginnings because that will show you guys kind of where I started and where I am today. So I grew up in Oakland, California on Seminary and MacArthur. And if you guys know where that is, it was one of the busiest intersections. Harley Davidson used to drive by all the time, just loud as hell, couldn't get any sleep. And really, one time I remember our windows being shot out for whatever reason, I don't know. And we were always worried if we were gonna get robbed or not. So we never opened the windows. We had bars on the windows. We had front gate, all the whole nine. We didn't even have a backyard. So that's where it started, guys. To give you guys some context, my parents are immigrants. They came here, worked their butt off, and it really showed me that I wanted a better life for them and for myself. They worked their butt off so that I could have a better life, and I didn't take that for granted, not one single day. I went out there, made a name for myself, and I'll show you how I did that. So you're probably thinking, was I very smart? Did I read very well? That is actually the exact opposite. I was ESL, which is English as a second language, all the way up until the 6th grade, I believe. They kept testing me and I kept failing. End of the day, I graduated high school with a 2-point-something GPA. I didn't get into any of the UCs. I didn't even get into any of the states. So I actually went to a community college, did the 2 years, transferred to UC San Diego, barely graduated that, hard as hell. I'm just not a good student when it comes to learning something that I didn't love. Now, that was a pivoting point because I realized that I couldn't go work for anybody else. So I went in and got a sales position job as a real estate agent. And that was really when my life started to pivot and change. Now you're probably thinking, holy smokes, this guy got into real estate. He's gonna tell us that he automatically hit a home run out of the park and made millions of dollars his first year. No, the exact opposite. I think I barely made minimum wage at the end of the day, my first year as a real estate agent. To actually make matters worse, I had kind of shiny object syndrome, which meant that I just kind of wanted to move on to the next thing, and I opened a cafe called Pop-Up Cafe in San Francisco in the Tenderloin at the age of 21. That took my time away from selling real estate, and I opened that restaurant, and it failed. That's what it was. I didn't make it. That restaurant today is no longer there, and after 1 year, I sold it, and we moved on to something else. So that restaurant today is no longer there. Why? Because I had to sell the business, and I wasted a year of my life not being very successful, and I was kind of lost. And I was like, okay, what do I do? Well, I got back into real estate, guys, and I started selling. And you're probably thinking, all right, this guy, he made his millions there. Like, he probably hit it out of the park. No, I made minimum wage at the end of the year again. I think like 40 grand again, or maybe give or take a little bit more. But I worked my butt off, and I stuck with it. And I just kept on stacking. Like, I stacked my little wins. I stacked my little bit of money. I didn't go and buy the fancy car right off the bat. So I stuck with it, made little wins here and there. And then in 2016, I opened up another coffee shop that is still around today called Rise and Grind Coffee House on 785 8th Avenue in San Francisco, right across from the Golden Gate Park. And that, guys, was starting to be the pivoting point. I kept selling real estate. I kept opening more businesses. After Rise and Grind 1, we opened up a business called the VA Hub, which is a virtual assistant company, which today we service over 500 clients. And then I bought more properties, and then I opened up more businesses. And today, guys, after all these years of hard work, I'm an overnight success. The moral of the story is this, guys. You don't have to be the smartest. You just can't quit. You have to keep pushing forward. You have to learn and grow and become better each and every single day. And that is exactly what I did. It was only when I stopped to look back that I realized how far I have come and how much I've learned throughout this whole process. And today, guys, if you want to hear about some of the fun things that I've done, I've owned Ferraris, I've owned Lambos, I drive a Bentley, I have a new S-Class, I got all the nice watches, but that doesn't mean anything. Really, what money has done and what I've learned along the way is that Money buys you freedom, options, and choice, or what I like to call fuck. And all jokes aside, guys, I want you guys to experience and have FOC in your life. So watch my channel. I'm gonna show you guys how to make money in real estate, my business tips, my business advice. Look, guys, end of the day is this. You can have the life you deserve, the life you dreamed of, but it will require you guys to, in a continuous state of learning, a continuous state of always taking action and delaying your short-term gratification for long-term success. I hope you guys like the channel, and we're doing it for you guys, because at the end of the day, I'm having a lot of fun, and the more people I help, the bigger business we can build as a community. Let's go.